Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung like has this small space when it is Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung, which means excuse me. There are like words in of Deutsch or in any other language where we really need to say please, sorry, and thank you. Yeah, these are the most, I would say, the most important for children, for my own children who are 10 and 9. Um, the first three words that I taught them was this in English, of course: please, thank you, and at times sorry. Yeah, or excuse me, please, thank you, and sorry. Yeah, it's important for children as well as for adults at times. So the first word is Entschuldigung. So you can imagine a situation where you are walking past and there is a person who is walking very slowly, or just on the middle of the road. You have to go past by them. Yeah, you have to take that small stretch to just overtake them. Then you can say Entschuldigung bitte, or excuse me, can you just move? You don't have to say even excuse me. When you are walking or on the walking path, they know that they have to go a little on the side of the road. So we say Entschuldigung. Sometimes in the tram, or sometimes when you just are in a hurry to get down at your stop, and suddenly some things like, there is a person or somebody like hits you, or you hit them, or you just like touch them without your notice. Then you can say Entschuldigung, which means excuse me. Or you can even say when there is a class and you need attention at times. Yeah. So if you want to write again, or you want to ask the teacher to say that again, then you can even say Entschuldigung, means excuse me. So excuse me or sorry at times, both can be used in the context wise. So it is called Entschuldigung. And the next one is Danke. Danke. Danke means thank you. Yeah. And I would say, yeah, there are so many ways of saying thank you. The one way is Danke. Danke means thanks. And there is another way of saying it is vielen Dank. So I can just write it down in our whiteboard for you to really understand what. The first thing that I told you I will write is umlaut. Umlaut are nothing but those two dots on the, oops, it's not like, for instance, if I, so u umlaut or all these words, I'll put down the small letters for your pursual. Um, o umlaut and u umlaut. The two dots, we don't say two dots. Yeah, we will call it as umlaut. When we learn about German, we need to know the German words for every single thing. And every single thing, or every single country, every single person, or anything has a name in German. You know how India is called? It's like we don't say I come from India, but we can say ich bin aus Indien or ich komme aus Indien. Indian is India for the Germans. For instance, if I'm going to talk about Austria, we say Austria is a name in English, but of Deutsch it's called Österreich. Italy, Italy of in English, Italian. Spain, we say Spanish, or Spanien, the country is called Spanien. Turkey is called Turkish. So you can write it down, and yeah, I'm going to stop sharing this and come back to this, which is you can write down the first line alone, and then I will tell you what the words are. Yeah, so I'm going to stop sharing this and come back to the whiteboard again. So just to write down what are the other way of saying thank you. So danke is danke. Danke means thank you, and you can also say that as many thanks. Like sometimes we say thanks or danke schön. Thank you again. And or you can say many thanks is called vielen Dank is many thanks. Thank you, Dankeschön, vielen Dank. Vielen Dank is a very formal way of saying thank you, and a very informal way could be Danke. Danke can be formal and informal. It is not just formal or informal. I can say that I've heard people say Danke for formal cases as well as very informal cases. And Danke schön is like, yeah, you have said a thank you once, and then if you want to say it again, then you can say Danke schön, or simply you can just say Danke schön. Yeah. So the two words first is Entschuldigung means excuse me. Danke means thank you. And yeah, so shall I stop sharing and go back to that? Yeah. So the next word is bitter. Bitter means please. Yeah. So sometimes when you say danke, people will say in turn bitter. Means it's okay at times, or bitter is please. Bitte gib mir das Kuli or das Buch. Bitte gib mir das Buch. Das heißt, that means, can you please give me that book? Yeah. Or bitte, for instance, if I say, bitte gib mir der Kuli. Kuli means the pen. Yeah, the ball pen is called a kuli. So, can you please give me your pen? So, that is bitter. Bitte, bitte. A, we say a, but we don't really pronounce it. We just say bitter. Yeah, bitter. And it's like almost like the English word bitter, bitter. But that R is silent, isn't it? So exactly the same way that's what is the pronunciation of this bitter. That R is not there, but still you can hear a little sound of that UH at the end. It's bitter. Then you know this word, hallow, is very familiar to you, right? Hallow is already you know what is hallow. Yeah. The next word is das Wort. Wort means word of Deutsch. Das Wort. And you can also see there are sometimes, like if you see the whole, like the tabular column, you can see das Wort. In the third row, in the first column, you have der Hunger. In the last or the same row, you have in the third column der Abend. So many things. So I would like you all to come to this thing, which is very. I'm going to stop sharing and come back to the whiteboard so as to really um, ease our way of writing. So if you see in German, you need to know one important thing, okay? And this important thing is the gender. So we call it as there is an aeroplane. Just hold on. I live very near to the airport, so the sound is sometimes too much. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. So when you see this, you need to know that how many of you have learned Sanskrit by any chance? Have you learned Sanskrit?
No, ma'am.
No,
Hindi?
ma'am. Yes.
Hindi, yes, right? So even in Hindi, you have a masculine word, feminine word, and a neutral word. Very, very few words are neutral in gender. But in Sanskrit, we have very, very similar way, and you can see Sanskrit grammar and German grammar are very, very close to each other. Of course, the words in German need not be, if it is in masculine gender in German, it can be a feminine gender in Sanskrit. That I'm not saying it is similar. But the only concept of these gender coming into like the usage is very similar. And if you see who's writing, Shri Jesh, can you? Yeah, it tells me who writes on my board. Okay, so there are three genders. There is an masculine gender, yeah, masculine or masculinum of Deutsch. D is femininum, and these are all words that you see which comes from the Greek and Latin. The words are all like they have their origin with either Greek or Latin at times, and thus is neutral. So it is also important for us to come to a certain understanding. So German words, for instance, you all must be very clearly like you know what are nouns. What are nouns in English? What are nouns? Any idea? No, you will know definitely, right? What the nouns? Can you name some nouns for me? What are nouns? Come on. Nouns can be what? Name of people, then name
Things.
of things. Very good. Then places, animals. We play, right? Name, place, animals, things when we were small. Even now I play with my boys because they think that I still belong to their category at times. They ask me to write down, and if I write some things like for a Azerbaijan and or some country which they don't know, they don't accept that there exists a country like that. I have to write a country which they know. So all the names, places, animals, and things are all nouns, right? So in German, many nouns are categorized into three branches. It branches out into three. Some words are masculine in gender, some words are feminine in gender, some words are neutral in gender. For instance, if I say Tisch, Tisch means of Deutsch, Tisch bedeutet, bedeuten is to mean, okay? Tisch means table. Lampe, what could this be? Any guesses? It's very similar to English.
Lamp.
Very good. A lamp. And for instance, Buch. What is Buch?
Book.
Book. One
Book.
second. Just hold on. There's somebody on the door. Yeah, sorry. So we have these three, and Buch is nothing but the book. And so if you see this, And if you ask me whether there are rules, there are certain rules to find out whether it's a masculine, feminine, or a neutral, but you can't find it all. It is very, very difficult. Okay. So the only thing is like by practice it comes. At the end of A1, I'm very sure you will know at least like 500 to 600 words where you can really place it in any of these three categories. That's because like it comes through practice. So Tish is der Tish. Whenever you see the word der, then you can tell for yourself der is masculinum in gender. And die Lampe, for instance, is is femininum in gender, die Lampe. And the book is usually, if you see, it is neutral in gender. So das Buch. So, why are we bringing this now is also for you to know that there are three genders in German. And when a word is masculinum, then you see this word der. Yeah, der Tisch. D, if you see, then it is a feminine gender. Thus, if you see, it's a neutral gender. For now, if you know this is more than enough. But what is that one thing that we have to frame our mind about German language is the first rule is learn. It's a thumb rule. Always we call it as a thumb rule because thumb is actually one of the most important finger in the hand, because without a thumb it actually you can't hold anything very easily. So it's a thumb rule. Any noun you learn in German, yeah, you need to know the gender. So I will learn Tisch as not just Tisch. Is for me it's der Tisch. Die Lampe, das Buch. So the gender and the word has to always go hand in hand with each other. Yeah, it is like your two eyes. You have to really see the whole 180-degree around. You need both the eyes. That is how the gender and the word is to each other. Yeah, you can't really learn a word without a gender. Why I'm saying is this, because if you really have this practice of learning the word with the gender, you can see that your level of learning German is much, much higher than a person who doesn't learn without a gender, with a gender. So it is like you can see the vast difference, because there are cases in German in the future that you will learn. You need to know the gender of the words. How does it come? You can ask me the same question by practice, by writing, by learning. That's it. But there are certain small rules for the gender. How do we find? Sometimes with the ending, sometimes there is one thing which says any word which ends with an E is 90% femininum in gender. Like this Lampe. Lampe, it ends with an E. So mostly it is feminine. There is nothing in German which is 100%. Always there are exceptions. I never use the word always in German at all. It's always feminine. It's always, there are like few things which are feminine in gender. For instance, I can just tell you ending with E could be probably 80% is I will write FEMI, femin means feminino. The ending with UNG or T A umlaut T. Universitate. So many of you are going to the university, right? In the future, you're going to the university, or some have finished your university. And of Deutsch, university is Universität. And Universität, whenever you see that T A umlaut T, it ends with the word. I'll just write it down for your reference. Universität, which means university, which is Femininum in gender. This is 100% femininum in gender. There are certain rules like this, but I'm not going to really give you every single rule now because it's very absurd when you just read the rules and not know what the words are. It's going to really not help you. But for now, are you all clear about these three genders? Is there any questions that you're sitting with? Or if you have any doubts, please clarify to me right then and there so we can have a further discussion. Or if you don't understand, please come back to me. Yeah? Is
Sure.
this clear for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I have one question. What about verbs then? The verbs are action words: to eat, to drink, to sleep, to walk, to laugh, to see, to listen, to write. All these are verbs. Do we also have a gender for these verbs? We don't have.
No.
Only nouns are categorized into three things. Verbs doesn't have any gender. Adjectives doesn't have any gender. Adverbs doesn't have any gender. Only nouns have gender. And the second rule that you're going to learn today is one, I told you the thumb rule is you need to learn the nouns with their gender. That's the thumb rule. The second rule, what I would like you to really remember is all the nouns starts with a capital letter. These are the two rules that you will learn for today. Yeah, not more than that. All the nouns. For instance, in English, we have common nouns and proper nouns. Common nouns are nouns which is like a place, maybe a park. If I say, I don't write park with a P capital when I write an English sentence. I don't write like that. But when I write a name of a country, for instance, India, I never write India with a small I. Wherever in the sentence it comes, right? We do know what are proper nouns. Proper nouns are very specific nouns. Common nouns can be children, like adults, adolescents. That is fine. But I am going to take a name, for instance, Ajil or Ajmal or Abik. So all these names, when I say, they are unique. So I can't write Abik or Ajmal with a small a. I always have to use a capital A. But in German, it makes life more easier because all the nouns are capital. Regardless of common nouns, proper nouns, every noun is in capital. So, whenever you come across a noun, you need to really remember that the letter starts with a capital regardless of the space or place in the sentence. If it comes in the third position in the sentence, I, okay, for instance, he plays football. Football is a football is a thing, right? And a sport, of course. The name of sports or name of a thing, he likes his football, for instance, then F is a capital. Just have one sentence in English where you are changing that into a capital letter to store it somewhere in your brain to say every noun in Deutsch starts with a capital letter. Yeah, the rule one and rule two. Please make a box around these two rules. Learn any noun with their article is rule number one. The rule number two, every noun starts with a capital letter. You need to have this as an important, we do that important sign, right? Just make that important sign and write down in your note and remember that as well, yeah? So that's how our language is going to evolve in the future also. So when you're writing something and sending it back to me, I would always, around most of them, make this mistake of not writing the nouns in capitals. So I always write rule number two and question mark. I don't write anything. I don't write the right answer. Do you remember the rule number two? That's what I write for them. Yeah, to really make them remember what's rule number two. So these two are the most important things that I wanted to tell you today in today's class. You have learned two rules that are the most important rules to learn the German language. So, So when coming back to our words, now you know, right? Thus, vote. What does it mean? Even the word has generally the name word. A word is a common thing, right?
Mm.
Word has a gender. It's thus, vote. Yeah.
That's what.
And then we go on to some particle words. Manchmal. For instance, I can say, I will say a sentence in German. You can just try it out whether you are able to translate that sentence in English. Manchmal esse ich Fisch. Essen
And
is to eat. Manchmal esse ich Fisch.
Today I ate fish.
Maybe that's one thing. Okay, I'll give you another sentence. Ich mag Fußball. Manchmal sehe ich Cricket auch. Ich mag Fußball. Fußball is football, the game. Yeah. Manchmal sehe is to see. Sehe ich Cricket. I like football and there is a blank. I watch cricket too.
Sometime.
Very good, Abik. Manchmal is sometime. Yeah. Manchmal means sometimes. I would say sometimes I eat fish. Not all the time. I don't really, I'm not a very big fish eater. For instance, if I don't really like fish and somebody is asking me, do fish? Do you eat fish? Yeah, manchmal ich esse fish. Because it has to be very, very clear. These are all words that you use on a daily context. Yeah. And things to cafe or to tea. Do you drink coffee or tea is some things that the hospitality works its part. And then you can say manchmal ich trinke Tee, aber ich mag Kaffee. That's true. I do sometimes I drink tea, but I love coffee. So that is what is the difference when we say manchmal. And then comes the other three words, the three words which comes again, one after the other is very important. Heute ist Oktober 15. What is October? October. Is that any different from the month, what we say it in English?
October. A month?
October. Yeah, it's a month, right? It sounds very similar to English. Even in Deutsch, it is October with a K instead of Octo. It's with a K. And October 15. What could be this 15? October?
Food festival.
No. When I say today is October, what will I say? When I want to say, somebody is asking me, what is today? Today is the 15th of October, the date. Yeah. So heute means today. And can you all say that once again and see? We are just going to do only that two rows today. So just say that and see. It's heute.
Heute.
Heute. Sehr gut.
Heute.
Heute.
And
Heute.
remember, in English, sometimes when we have this E at the end, we just like shoo it off. We don't say that at times. We end with a consonant in English at times. But here in German, every single, the letter is spelt. And especially the E at the end is always spelt and heard. Heute. T-E is T. Yeah? Heute.
Heute.
Heute. And the next is gestern. Gestern war vielleicht Dienstag. Dienstag is Tuesday. Gestern war Dienstag. What could that be, Gestern? Today, then the
Tomorrow.
word of time. Tomorrow, that comes after this. This is like the past. How do you say that?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. That's right. Gestern is yesterday. And gestern habe ich Cricket gesehen. Gestern habe ich Cricket gesehen means yesterday I watched cricket. That's what is gestern habe ich Cricket gesehen. Gestern is yesterday. The next is what Ajil just told us. Morgen. Have you heard this word somewhere?
Yeah.
Morning.
Guten
Morning.
Morgen.
Morgen. That's right.
Moin.
Moin. But the thing
Morning.
is, in German, many words repeats itself. Like in English also, we have some words repeating itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
It means two different words, and they are called the homonyms. They really sound a little different, but they are sometimes they sound the same but means different, right? So for instance, read and read, you have to write it like that, the same spelling, but it means like read is like in the present tense, read is in the past tense, right?
Okay.
Exactly like here, if you see morgen, it has two meanings. When I say guten morgen, which means good morning, and morgen alone, morgen will ich ins Kino. Kino means theater of Deutsch. Okay. Kino means movie theaters, or I'm going for a movie. Morgen will ich ins Kino means tomorrow I'm going to the theater. Or morgen will ich Fußball spielen. Tomorrow I will play football. Or I can say morgen will ich spät schlafen. Schlafen is to sleep. So tomorrow I will sleep a little later, like because it's Friday, so I can take my time and sleep a little later. So there are three words which you need to know: heute, gestern, und morgen. And morgen has two meanings. Morgen, you can put a small bracket and say morgen means morning. Morgen also means tomorrow. And if you come with this question, how do I know when I see Morgan? Yeah. When I see Morgan, how do I know whether it is yesterday or tomorrow? It is just with the context. When you read the sentence, you will get to understand whether they mean it's the morning or tomorrow. But it is catchy as well. For instance, if somebody, and you need to know the sequence of the conversation. For instance, if I'm going to ask someone, hast du Zeit? Hast du Zeit means do you have time? Können wir ins Kino gehen? Can we go to the cinema today? Nein, ich habe keine Zeit. Nein means no, I don't have time. Aber morgen habe ich Zeit. But it's not morning I have time, instead tomorrow I have time. He is asking for today, whether we can go for a movie today. But somebody says, no, not today. I have some work, but tomorrow. That morgen is different. Otherwise, for instance, trinkst du Kaffee? Do you drink coffee? And somebody asks me, and I would say, ich trinke immer am Morgens. I drink coffee only in the morning. It's not like I'm going to drink tomorrow. Yeah, it means like I usually drink only in the mornings. I don't drink coffee throughout the other day, other part of the day. That is what is Morgen. So heute, gestern, Morgen. And the last word for today is alles. Alles means all. You can see that is in the word itself. Alles is all. Alle Leute in dieser Gruppen sind sehr klug. All the people in this group are very clever. That's what, if I want to say, then I would say alle Leute sind süß. All the people are very sweet. Or I can say alle Kinder sind laut. all the children are very loud. Most of them, 99.999%, they are loud. Only that 0.001% there are children who are very quiet. Yeah, it's the part of childhood. So alles, it means all. So I'm going to read once all the words. You can mute yourself, and once I read it, you can just repeat it once or twice for you to really see how it sounds. Yeah? Quite loudly open your mouths and then read it for yourself, so it becomes much easier for you to really, follow it back. First word is Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. The second word is Danke. The second word is Danke. The third word is bitter. Bitter. The fourth word is Hallo. The fifth word is das Wort. Das Wort. Sixth word is manchmal. The seventh word is heute. 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 The next word is gestern. The ninth word is morgen. And just try saying all these three words together. Heute, gestern, morgen. Heute, gestern, morgen. And the last word is alles. Okay, so, oops, it stopped. Just hold on. Yeah. So these are the 9 words that you already, we have seen today. The one thing that I would like you all to just know is only one more thing, which is a part like, how do you ask, how are you, hello, good morning. Now you know how to really greet someone and ask, like for instance, if somebody gives you something, then you can say danke. Very höflich. Höflich is with respect. And you can even say at times danke, bitte schön, or danke schön, which means thank you so much. And yeah. Okay. So I can share something to you today so that the next meeting, it could be an agenda for us to know what is coming. So I would just read out what I have written for you. Ich bin Karpagam. I am Karpagam. Ich heiße Karpagam means I'm called Karpagam. Mein Name is Karpagam. Is like various ways of saying I am Karpagam. My name is Karpagam. In English also we have, right? Ich bin Karpagam. Mein Familienname ist Vishakan. Yeah. My family name is Vishakan. Ich komme aus Indien. I come from India. Ich spreche Englisch, Tamil und Deutsch. I speak English, Tamil and German. Ich bin 36 Jahre alt. Wie alt bist du is like a question, how old are you? I am 36 years old. And your Beruf is nothing but job. Ich bin Lehrerin von Beruf. Lehrerin means a teacher from profession. And then ich bin verheiratet. I am married. Und ich habe zwei Kinder. Means I have two kids. So, mein Hobbys sind Musik hören, Fernsehen, Kochen und Reisen. Und ich male und basteln auch. Hobbies. What is that one word that comes to your mind? It is very similar. Hobbies in English, right?
Yeah.
Musik hören. Musik hören, what could that be?
Music hearing.
Hearing music. Yeah.
Well,
Fernsehen. Fernsehen means to watch television or watch TV. Yeah, Fernsehen. Kochen. Anything related? Any guesses? Kochen?
kitchen
That's right. Kochen is cooking.
cooking.
That's true. Und Reisen?
Uh,
Any guesses?
Writing. Reading.
Writing? Reading? Traveling.
Traveling.
Reisen
Oh,
means traveling. And malen und basteln is like drawing and coloring as well. Yeah, these are my hobbies. This is all about me. So I would not really like look at it. I just wanted you to look at it. So I would say if somebody asks me, sich vorstellen means can you introduce yourself? Then I would say ich bin Karpagam, ich bin 36 Jahre alt, ich bin verheiratet, mein Mann arbeitet bei Bosch und ich habe zwei Kinder. Mein Hobby sind Musik hören, kochen und reisen. So it has to be like flawlessly, it has to flow like a water. That will be the goal for the end of your R1. R1 is A1. Yeah, so that you are very thorough with speaking to the other, you can introduce yourself well, is our first goal. The second being you know how to ask questions in a unknown place. If you are lost somewhere, you need to know. Of course, you have your Google Maps, everything, but at times it doesn't really work our way. So it's good to make conversations, because when you're always learning a language, it's better to make those conversations. Yeah. So that is one thing. And the other thing is like, apart from all these, the basic conversation, are you able to understand when a German is speaking? Is the third thing. So that is all. And Atul is already here. Hey, Atul. Okay, that's a guy from the other group. We have a class at 5, and he already joined us in this group. Okay, so that is all. Das ist alles. What does that mean? Das ist alles. That is all for
That's all.
today.
all.
Ja, that is all for today. Tschüss und haben Sie einen schönen Tag noch. Have a good day and a good week. Haben Sie einen schönen Woche means have a good week. Tschüss.
Choose.
Thank you. Choose.
Thank you, ma'am.
Choose,
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
Ja.
Choose. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Choose, ma'am.
Tschüss. Ciao.
Choose, ma'am.
Choose Vishnu. If you wait
ma'am.
for few more minutes, you can see your friend and go.
Yeah, Ajay.
Wait, okay, let him come.
Okay, ma'am.
Atul, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Atul, you joined the first
Ma'am,
group?
I'm totally confused, ma'am. Which group is this?
You got confused. See, Alex is also there. Yeah, Shrijesh, Meenakshi, Thomas, Albert can leave the class. Thank you so much. It's the next class is happening. And Vishnu, please stay. Let your friend come. Atul,
Okay.
it's group 2, Atul.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Actually, Ajay messaged me like the what is the group link?
Uh-huh.
The
Again?
same group link, ma'am. The same
Same.
group link. Okay.
Yeah. Hi Alex, guten Tag, wie geht's dir?
Guten Tag, Mom.
Wie geht's dir?
Yeah, good.
Mir geht es gut. In full sentence at times, please.
Mir geht es gut.
Sehr gut. Ich freue mich darauf. Gut. Hey Sid, guten Tag. Where's your counterpart, Atul? The first comers. His
What,
friend is
ma'am?
waiting. Where is your counterpart, Ajay?
Ajay is waiting. Actually, he is trying to join the group right now.
He's still trying. How
Ah,
usually he comes in like the minute I enter, he all is always there. So
yes, ma'am. But
Vishnu is Ajay's friend, Atul.
എടാ വിഷ്ണുക്ക് വന്നിട്ട് സിദ്ധും വന്നിക്കണേ മാം the same group ID and password.
Yeah.
എടാ
Same.
എല്ലാം ശരി ഇനി ഇളക്കി ഒന്നുകൂടെ കയറി വെക്കിന്.
Hey Ajay, see your friend is here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Never.
He
He's not here.
promoted. He got promoted, Ajay. In 2 classes, he
He's
got
here.
promoted.
Hey, Ajay.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi Ajay.
Now,
From
while I
batch.
say while I checking the participant, Vishnu KG is there.
Yeah. Uh,
That's what I'm
I don't
telling you,
remember.
Ajay. Ajay, he got promoted. What?
Ah, welcome Vishnu KG.
Yeah. He's my brother, ma'am.
Oh,
Oh,
Brother from another mother.
oh,
AC
like
to
that.
DC.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
this is the best way he's taking handling of people's.
People. Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Bye,
Choose, ma'am.
Vishnu. See you. Yeah, see you on
Thank, ma'am.
Friday.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, ma'am.
Cheers. You came, isn't it, Ajay?
Yes, ma'am. But I'm sure when I checking the participant, Vishnu KG is there. So I'm really confusing. I am. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's the same ID. So only on this Wednesday it will be like, it is they finish at 4 to 5 and yours is from 5 to 6. So
Oh, tight schedule.
Ma'am,
tight
ma'am,
schedule. No, I don't have
uh,
any other classes on Wednesday, only two. And it's only 1 hour. No other days like Mondays and Fridays, I have 2 hours yours and 2 hours theirs. That's a little hectic for me at times.
ma'am,
Yeah.
on Friday we have class from the university side. So
Oh, when?
actually it is start from 11 o'clock and completed on 8:30 p.m.
11
I
o'clock
think
it starts and
morning
it
8,
ends
morning
at
11 to
8:30.
yes, ma'am. So
My goodness.
actually some 2 hour gap between the 4 hours class like that. But uh, the will you
Yeah.
please tell me the second class timing?
The second class timing is 4 to 6, which will
Four to
also
six.
like get clashed with your timing, isn't it, Atul?
I think so, ma'am.
Wunderbar.
And you don't have to be in the second group because second group has just started.
Oh
They'll be like doing Abed Sede. Do you want to go and do the
no,
same thing
ma'am.
with them?
No.
To come to one level only we have really worked so hard and suddenly you want to go back means no, but the thing is like you will anyway like the first half an hour is usually some revision and all that and like maybe I can really do something like this. Maybe the new concepts we'll learn first and I'll postpone all the revision and homework all of that to the end of the class from now on. So in case if you're not able to attend, then you can just like look at the video. Anyway, video is getting uploaded every week, isn't it? So I'm uploading it in the drive. So it is Swatini's thing. You can just did she send the last time's
No,
recording?
ma'am. Actually, I told her in
Mm.
the Saturday. At that time, she told me after this week she will send to me, but she
She
didn't send the
didn't.
link.
I think I'll ask Sujit because I just wanted it to be openly available for people, but he just says, like give the thing to Swatini and myself, and we will make sure that it goes to the participants. That's what they have been telling me. I actually pushed her, but I think like Swatni is not keeping well, Atul. She just
Hmm.
had an accident some time back.
Oh,
So yeah, so I think like
Okay.
that's the reason that it is. But I can send it to you through WhatsApp, Atul, in case if she's not able to, then I'll send it to you until she's ready to come back to her thing.
Yeah, ma'am.
She's
Actually,
doing her job.
right now, her SIM is controlled by Sujit sir. Right now, Sujit sir controls her SIM
Yeah,
right now.
sometimes Sujit is there, sometimes no. But Swatini has a very different ID. The materials that came from her ID is what is her number. It's Swatini's number.
Hmm.
Yesterday you got the files, isn't it? Group two, I sent you some
Yes, ma'am.
work and
Yes,
some
yes,
other
ma'am.
file and this thing. It is just a reference. I have put that in the document also, but I just wanted you all to know what it is all about. So I just sent it to Swatini. The number that you receive those files from is personal number of Swatini.
Oh.
Yeah, but Sujit has two numbers. Yeah, this different. Okay, so it's almost five. I don't know, 5:10. It is. I don't know why people have not turned up still. Okay, so I sent you two files yesterday, isn't it? Those files are very very useful for Hören inspiration. Hören inspiration. I can just show you one. Did any one of you get that time to just look at it? Yes or no or I can show you. It's a very good book called Huber. Huber is a very big publisher in Germany, and they really like have books which are easy to really understand. And one such book is Hören und Sprechen, which means listening and speaking. So there is a lot of audio files in this. Yeah, so I can just see there is. I can just show you where it is. Mm, hold on for a second. Just oops, where is it? Yeah, yeah. So I have put everything in this. The storybook section has the link for the online book that I showed you. A very child like book, no, with the pictures and everything. The link is there in the storybook in German. The other thing is listening and speaking is a very new folder that I added, and this is the book all about. Yeah, and if you see, the other one is the audio files. You can actually download it and keep it in your system. In case if you have a system, is always better than listening from your phone always. So if you see the A, Begrüßung, Kontakt, Aufnahme, Herkunft. Begrüßung, greetings, contact informations, and your Herkunft. Herkunft means place where you come from, the origin. And you see that it's completely a listening activity book. It is very, very good. I listened to most of the exercise. I have listened to most of these exercises and I did it again before sending it to you, thinking like, whether it is for you. Yes, it is for you. So it is also like, you can just like, you don't have to write anything. It is just for your practice, and you can also listen to the pronunciations. Hallo, ich bin Lisa, ich bin 25 Jahre alt und ich wohne in München. And it goes on. And the answers for the questions are also right there. So you can kontrollieren Ihre Antwort. Means you can control your answers by looking at the Lösung. Lösung means solutions or answers. So it goes on. How do you speak? And these are all will be something very easy for you. And here, when you come to the Übung 4, for instance, Nicole Anna Maria, for instance, she will talk. And you have to say whether it is richtig or falsch. And you can just like make these as at least like once in a week, you sit for at least half an hour to do this through the weeks, the coming weeks. It's very, very helpful. and I have I'm not clicking this, but I have all the audio files. Once you click it, it downloads the audio files which is needed for this with the track number. Okay, so just keep up your pace on the listening and your speaking skills, also on par with your reading and your writing skills. That's what we are doing a lot. Like, we are reading, we are looking at the lessons, how it is, all of that, but this is also equally important. Yeah, so coming back to your other thing. um, okay, just hold on for a minute. I have the other one on my phone. Mm, it comes from Swatini, right? I sent you another one. I'm just like sending it to my own ID. One second. Hold on. Yeah. And the next one, what I sent you is a Nebula worksheet. You can just like listen to that also. It is an extra sheet that I'm giving you, so that if you have time, you can do that. It's not compulsory, but if you could do that, nothing like that. It is very, very helpful. So you can just look at that. Also, both the worksheets are completely there in your this thing. And I think like that one, I didn't, the Nebula, I didn't really put it in. Yeah, I didn't put it in, but the other things are all there. Yeah, the grammar, everything is completely here. You can just look at it. Okay, so what was your homework last week? Can somebody remind me what your homework was? Something with the Übung 4, isn't it? Let us see, and let us just start with the book. Can someone tell me what was your homework last week? Sorry, last Monday. I gave you some work. I've written it down. I'll just look into it. Anyone?
Page number 44.
What
Filling the
happened?
term. There are three
Filling
paragraphs.
it. Okay, good. So, were you able to do that? Yes, no,
Yes, ma'am.
yes. Okay. So, few say yes, few say no. Okay. So, let us just come here. Yeah, this is where we stopped last class, to just look into the what he likes, what the afternoon they eat, and so on. What I would like you to do right now is that you are going to read with me. I'm going to read out the sentences or the paragraphs, not the sentences. I'm going to read the paragraphs for all of you. I would like you to mute yourself and read all the three paragraphs together. And before going there, we really thought, like we just said, what are the three things that you know? Like, three meals of the day is morgen is Frühstück, afternoon is Mittagessen, and the other one is like evening essen is like the dinner is Abendessen. We did see right here. Frühstück. In German, we have breakfast, we call it as Frühstück, and the other one is there is a verb for it, which is called Frühstücken, means breakfasting. We don't have it in English. It is very unique for German, and we just say essen, to eat. Frühstücken means specially I'm eating my breakfast. I'm breakfasting is what little meaning of Frühstücken is. We don't have anything very even not even anything closer to a word in English. It appears only in German. Mittagessen means the midday meal or the lunch. Kaffee und Kuchen can be the snack time, and Abendessen means the dinner time. Okay, so I'm going to read this, and you can either listen, or if you you would like to just read it with me, it is good. Yeah, from the title. Eine Umfrage. Was essen Sie? Arbeiten Sie zu dritt? Jeder liest einen Text und macht Notizen. So you had three groups, right? The three groups were supposed to read one, one, one. You must have done one, but I would like you to really keep up the pace with the other two paragraphs also. So, Familie Hep. Wir frühstücken zusammen. Mein Mann und ich essen Brot mit Käse oder Wurst. Anna isst Müsli mit Milch. Mittags essen Anna und ich warm. Oft essen wir Nudeln oder eine Suppe. Nicole isst in der Arbeit nur ein Brötchen. Abends um 7 essen wir dann alle zusammen. Fisch oder Fleisch mit Gemüse und Reis oder Kartoffel. Wir trinken gern Saft und Wasser. So, from the group 1, is anyone willing to translate the whole paragraph for me? Please. So just take this opportunity to just budge in and say like I would like to do, because that is how you learn. Anyone would like to really translate the whole thing for us? Who were the group 1? No one in group 1? Yeah, please do that. No, please, can you just translate it for us? Each sentence can be like we eat together, something like that. Not a very literal one. If you know the overall idea also, is totally fine. Mhm.
Wir frühstücken zusammen means we have breakfast together.
Very good.
Mein Mann und ich essen Brot mit Käse oder Wurst means my husband and I eat bread with cheese or sausage.
Good.
Anna eats muesli with milk.
Who is Anna here, Amy? In this familiar hep, who is Anna?
The girl.
The girl, the little girl. Very good. Yeah. Please continue.
Anna eats muesli with milk. Means Anna eats muesli with milk.
Good.
Mittags essen Anna und ich warm. At, at noon, Anna has something warm.
Something? Come again? Warm. Very good. Warm. And was in the Gegenteil von warm? Do you know what's the opposite of warm? English? Cold. In of Deutsch, it is kalt. K-A-L-T. Kalt means cold. Okay, warm und kalt. Yeah, when it comes to food, there are people who eat food very, very cold. Like my father has to drink a coffee when the milk is just taken out of the stove. You can drink such hot coffee. But my mother, on the other hand, she keeps the coffee for 1 hour and then she drinks it because she likes cold coffee. Not the cold coffee what we get. The coffee to be very, 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 very off the room temperature. Sometimes it really turns very cold also. So these are some things like it is each one's taste and how they would like to. And she says, Mittags essen Anna und ich warm. Mittags essen Anna und ich warm means in the afternoon we eat. We means Anna and the Frau, the lady, yeah. For instance, Familie Hep, then I can say Frau Hep und Herr Hep. Hep means the man, the Mr. Hep und Mrs. Hep. Yeah, please continue, Emmy.
Aufgegessen, ja, Nudeln oder eine Suppe.
Mhm.
Eat noodles or soup.
Noodles or soup, and oft means often. Yeah, often of in English. Okay.
Nicholas ist in der Arbeit einbrochen.
Okay.
Nicholas eats sandwich or bread.
Yeah, ist in der Arbeit means in his workplace. Okay, in his office or in his workplace. Nur ein Brötchen. Brötchen is even smaller than bread at times, and that is what he eats in the afternoons. Ja, geht es weiter?
Es 7 essen wir dann alle zusammen.
Sehr gut.
Like at 7, they eat together. Fish
Okay,
order flies with fish or meat with vegetables.
very
On
good.
rice order kartoffeln, so rice or potatoes.
Mhm.
Wir trinken gern Saft und Wasser. They drink juice and wine.
A lot or very well. With a lot of liking, they drink saft, juice, and water. Sehr good, Amy. I can see that you can read it, you can really like interpret it. Very good, Amy. Thank you so much. Okay, so Lars Baumeister, who wants to read this and translate it for us? Should I read it once for all of you? So I'll read it once. You can also read it once for yourself and then we will discuss. Zum Frühstück esse ich 2 Brötchen mit Butter, Käse und Wurst. Am Wochenende frühstücke ich nicht. Ich schlafe lang. Am Mittag kaufe ich ein Döner oder eine Pizza. Ich habe nur wenig Zeit. Am Abend koche ich oft Fisch. Manchmal mache ich auch Sushi. Ich finde asiatisches Essen toll. Toll means super, prima, very good. That's what is toll. Okay. So who were in group 2? One of you can translate it for us. Bitte übersetzen Sie die Absatz für uns. Can you please translate it for us? Who were in group 2 last time? Atul, which group were you in?
Ma'am, third group, ma'am.
Who was in second group, Atul?
I don't know. In third group, Sai, Juhi, and me.
Okay, so I have one group. Emmy, who was in your group?
No, ma'am.
Sai and Atul was in my group.
Amy and we are in
Sai is in group 1 and then group 3, is it?
Eh?
How did he go to 2 groups?
ഇതിലെ
Eh? Group 3, Sai Krishna, you മൂന്നാമത്തെ ഗ്രൂപ്പിലല്ലേ?
എടാ എമീന്റെ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് നമ്മളെ ഗ്രൂപ്പാ.
അവള് മൂന്നാമത്തെ ഗ്രൂപ്പാലേ?
First,
ഞാൻ ജൂഹിന്റെ അടുത്ത് ചോദിച്ചു, അപ്പൊ ഓള് പറഞ്ഞു ഓൾ എന്റെ ഗ്രൂപ്പിലാണ്. ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചത് എനിക്ക് കൺഫ്യൂഷൻ, ജൂഹിയാണോ എമിയാണോ?
Sorry, ma'am.
private അല്ല.
I told him he was in my group. I thought it's Ajay, Adul, but it was Ajay, I think.
Oh,
My mistake.
no problem. Okay,
നമ്മളുടെ
so
group
Sai, I thought like you are doing a double action role in both the groups.
No, man.
Okay,
Extraordinary person, ma'am.
extraordinary person, no? Yeah.
മതി.
Something he's telling you. I think like he's scolding you with some words. I don't know.
100%, ma'am.
Hopefully, no, like slang words. Okay, Sai, you can tell him about and maybe the name of animal and all is okay. Not more than that. Okay.
മതി means enough. Nothing like that.
What is it? What is it?
Enough.
Enough. Madi. Yeah, I know that.
മതി എങ്ങനെ?
Madi. Madi. Yeah.
പോതും.
Podum. Oh, you are learning Tamil, is it?
I know, ma'am. Something I know because watching Tamil movies through watching Tamil movies.
Even I've
Tamil
learned a lot of Malayalam through Malayalam movies. So my guru, my language guru is Fahad Fasil and
What's it?
Nivin Fahad Fazil and Nivin Poli. And of course, my favorite. Who is that? Your
Mohanlal.
Tamil actor.
no, this
There
guy. I
are
don't
Laletan.
remember his name.
Mohanlal.
No,
Mamuka.
huh?
Mammootty.
No, uh-huh.
Suresh Gopi.
Youngster.
No.
Suraj Venyarmudano.
Somebody's son. I don't remember his name now.
Dulquer
Dulquer
Salman.
Dulka
Salman.
Saman.
Ah, yeah. How can I really forget that name? That's not possible. Okay, so now tell me who was in group two? That then no one is talking. How nice. I'm going to. I think it was Ajay. Ajay, you were in group two, no, Ajay?
No, ma'am. I'm from the first group.
You were in first group.
Me,
Alex,
Sai, and me.
Emmy, hey,
എനിക്കാണോ ജൂഹി ആണോ
seriously,
either one of you.
I got a headache right now. I need a big glass of coffee now. So, okay, fine. I'm going to sort it out right here. Sid, which group were you in? Sid, are you there?
Yeah, I was with Juhi and Atul.
Okay, which text did you read?
For us, it was the third paragraph.
Many of you have done the third paragraph, I believe. Who has
But
done the
ma'am, maybe
second?
I can give it a try right now.
Yeah,
It's okay. Fine.
please. Please go ahead. No, thank you so much. Yeah.
So, just a minute. Okay. Zum Frühstück esse ich zwei Brötchen mit Butter, Käse und Wurst, which means for breakfast I would like to have two breads with butter, cheese, and what do you call that?
Sausage.
Sausage, yeah.
Yeah.
Am Wochenende Frühstücke ich nicht, ich schlafe lang. On weekends I usually don't have breakfast because I sleep
A long
I
time.
sleep long.
Mhm.
Am Mittag kaufe ich eine Döner oder ein Pizza. Ich habe nur wenig Zeit.
Wenig Zeit.
Wenig Zeit.
When do you buy a pizza and doner? Of course, when you like it, or otherwise. When do you buy food usually?
If I don't have time or time to cook.
Exactly. Vanish means little, and what the Gegenteil, the opposite of vanish means lang oder mehr. MEHR. Mehr Zeit. Ich habe mehr Zeit zum Kochen. For instance, if I say that, then I have a lot of time to cook at home. Vanish means very, very little time. Yeah, please continue.
This donor means is that donuts
Donor,
or
yeah, the donor is nothing but the like your the roll, the how do we call it that? No, I don't know in English also. I forgot the name in English. I only remember in German now. The donor is something like your shawarma. Shawarma, like it's a roll, right? The meat is there in the. It is like taken out from the grilled the cabin and then put it in. This is very much similar to it, but the bread which is on the outside is much thicker than the shawarma what we get right here. That's the only difference. Or there is another one where you see a half, for instance, it looks like an half semicircle, and there will be a pocket inside the bread. Yeah, the bread is half semicircle size, and in the middle you have a small space where you can put your meat and all your salad and everything, and you can eat it like that. That's called a doner. And in Germany it is very, very famous because a lot of Turkish people are there in Germany, and they have a lot of doner on pizza shop together. Doner you don't get very often alone. Usually if in a pizza shop you get doner also. Yeah.
am Abend koche ich oft Fisch, manchmal mache ich auch Sushi.
Mhm.
Ich finde ästhetisch Essen toll. Um,
Asiatisches Essen?
Asiatic
Toll.
Essen toll, which means on evenings I cook fish and sometimes sushi too. I find it very amazing.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful, Sid. To really even hear you read it, it was very good. Thank you so much. Okay, the last one, quickly. One of you can
I
take
can
turn.
evaluate,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, please.
Zum Frühstück esse ich nur Obst,
Mhm,
Apfel, Beine oder Kiwis.
mhm.
That means to the breakfast, just eat fruit like apple. I don't know, ma'am, what is Bainan? Like it
Birnen.
is
It's
Birnan.
birnen means pear.
Pear.
Pears. Pear. Yeah, pear. Or the kiwis, you know, right? The
Uh,
kiwi. Yeah.
Kiwis.
Mhm,
Then Obst schmeckt gut und
schmeckt.
ist schmeckt
Mhm.
good und ist gesund. That means fruits are taste also good. Also, it is very healthy.
Very good.
Thus,
These two words, one second, stop, Atul, 1 second. So, for the others, if you see these two words, which is very important, is schmecken comes schmeckt comes from the verb schmecken, means to taste, and und ist gesund. Gesund is healthy. Yeah. So somebody, for instance, sneezes. Yeah, sneezing. Hutch. They have a sneeze immediately. Okay, and immediately, what do we say in English? Do you know? Do you say something now? It's the Corona time. I think like we have to run away. But then somebody sneezes. What do we say?
What is
God bless you. That's right. Here, what we call, like, how do we say that of Deutsch is Gesundheit. Heit. You have to add Gesundheit means have a healthy life. Gesundheit. And you can see people, the old people, when you just sneeze, immediately they say Gesundheit. And what would you say rather to them once they say that? Danke schön or Danke. You have to say that. Thank you. You have to thank them when they say Gesundheit. It's one thing that you often see on the trams or anywhere, wherever you sneeze, then immediately they say Gesundheit. Yeah. Please continue, Atul.
das finde ich wichtig.
Wichtig.
Äh, Wichtig am Vormittag esse ich dann ein Stück Kuchen. That
Mhm.
means it is das finde ich wichtig means it is important.
Very good.
Also after on the forenoon
Mhm.
she eat a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Uh,
Aber
Aber Mitte esse ich nicht. That means after the Mittag, on Mittags, she didn't eat anything.
she doesn't eat anything. That's right.
Abends esse ich gern Brot, Salad oder eine Soup.
Super.
Means Suppe.
Super. Mhm.
Uh, in Abend, aber Abend she eat a piece of bread, salad or soup.
Very good.
Then un
Cafe.
Kaffee trinke ich immer viel. That
Mhm.
means um, she drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
Then Gensen tag some days
Den ganzen Tag. Ganzen is what? Not some. The
limited.
whole. Ich möchte the ganzen Kuchen means I need the whole cake. I can't really have Stück by Stück, or you can say piece by piece. I don't want it. I want the whole cake. When you say ganzen means the whole day. What does she drink so much?
Coffee.
Cafe. Yeah. Cafe mit
Ma'am, but what we call for limited number, what we call? in German?
Manchmal, sometimes we say. Manchmal trinke ich Kaffee means like sometimes I drink coffee. Or dreimal pro Tag trinke ich Kaffee. Dreimal pro Tag means 3 times in a day I drink coffee. That's how we say it. Yeah. Mhm. Kaffee mit.
Then Kaffee mit Zucker ohne Zucker geht es nicht. That means she drink coffee with sugar. Without sugar, it is not goes well
Possible.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, it doesn't go well or it is not possible. How a life, no? She eats fruits in the morning, early morning. Vormittags she eats a cake. Then she doesn't eat anything in the afternoon. And evening she eats some bread, salad, or soup. And in the like the whole day she is drinking a lot of coffee. Yeah, Kaffee mit Zucker, only with sugar. Ohne Zucker geht es nicht. Ohne Zucker is like without sugar, it doesn't work for me well. That's what it means. Thank you all the three for really having the courage to read it, to translate it, so that I was also very persistent about this because I need to know where you stand, how you read, so it gives me a picture of what are all the words that you know, what are all the words that you don't know. There are small words like this guns and and gesund and schmeckt are all new words. So get to really use it somewhere when you write or when you speak. Try to use those words. Yeah. Okay. And wir gehen die Übung 6, die Grillparty. And there you can see, like after this is nothing like you need to just like see what it is Mahlzeit. There is one thing that I wanted to tell you, this Mahlzeit, which means Mahlzeit is also something called the eating time, where either we say S site means the eating time, or Mahlzeit is the it also means eating time. Yeah. So you have 2 3 words you need to know. Mahlzeit, ist das dein Mahlzeit? Sometimes they ask in the office if you're working and they pass by, ist das dein Mahlzeit? Können wir zusammen gehen? Means like, is that your eating time? Shall we go together to the cantina or maybe to the like the eating space? Yeah. So that is what is Mahlzeit. Okay, dann gehen wir zum Übung 6, die Grillparty. Die Einladung, lesen Sie die SMS, welche Antwort passt. So your work is right there in front of you. Read the small SMS. It is like you can just imagine that is your handy. And then A, B, C, es gibt 3 Antworten. Und ich möchte fragen, welche Antwort passt oder welche Antwort ist richtig. Which is the suitable answer or which is the right answer. Just check it out. Read the whole thing, and after, like, you can have like 3 minutes time, 3 to 4 minutes, so you can read it, read all the Absatz, which means the A, B, C, and dann können Sie entscheiden. Entscheiden is a very nice verb which means to decide. Once you read it, entscheiden Sie sich für die richtige Antwort. Decide on the right answer after reading it. There you go. Los geht's. 3 minutes you have. Okay, so were you able to find out which was the right answer? Which can go for, as an answer for this small SMS. Heute Abend grillen bei uns. Kommt ihr, Mario und Elena? What is the right answer, do you think, can go for this small SMS?
A, A,
Danke für
the
die
first one.
Einladung. Morgen haben wir keine Zeit.
Thank you for inviting, but tomorrow I don't have time. Maybe we can do it on the weekend.
Yeah, but when are they calling them?
Um,
When are they
they are
calling them? Mario and Elena is sending this
uh,
invitation to somebody, right? But when are they calling them for the grilling? Heute Abend.
today.
But
Today
they
evening.
say tomorrow we don't have sight. So does
Okay.
that pass?
So, no.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't pass together. Da. Second one, does it pass? Gern, wir kommen und bringen das Fleisch mit. Bis später. Good, we will come and we will also bring the meat with and till later. The third is, wo seid ihr? Is like, where are you both? Wir warten schon. Is like, we are already waiting. Das Essen ist gleich fertig. The food is already ready. Which one passt zusammen? A, B oder C?
B.
B. Sehr gut. The only thing which passes or which is suitable is B. Gern? Yeah. So it is also one tradition in Germany, I would say, because when you go for a party or when you go for somebody's home, yeah, if it is kinder, then you can buy them cookies, cake, and so many things. And usually by grilling, yeah, grill party is like you can also marinate the meat and take it with you. That is okay for a grill party. But if it is a dinner, for instance, somebody has called you for dinner, that time you can either take them a bottle of wine or maybe a bottle of alcohol, and you need to really clearly see what they like. You can't buy whatever you like. You can even ask them, it's okay, you know, which wine do you drink, and you know about this person very well, then you can buy what you like. Otherwise, it's better to really know this person. Or you can just take some flowers. For a grill party, of course, marinating some vegetables or meat is always the best thing. And grill party is a very informal party. And for informal parties, you can take flesh, you can take wine or anything with you to give them. Yeah. So here, what we are going to see now is a small film that really gives you an idea of how the how a dinner or something is planned between people. Yeah. So I don't know whether I shared the audio with this. I'm just going to check out. 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing and yeah.
Möchtest du noch ein bisschen Tee, Ella?
Ja, bitte.
Du auch, Martin?
Nein, danke, wir beide müssen gleich los.
Oh, wir sind heute Abend auf einer Grillparty eingeladen.
Wo?
Bei Antonia und Markus.
Mit Carla und Robin?
Na klar.
Super.
Gehen wir hin?
Klar.
Was bringen wir mit?
Eine Flasche Wein?
Und ein Salat. Ich kann einen super Salat machen.
Gut.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen, Bea. Wir gehen heute Abend auf eine Grillparty. Kommst du mit?
Ja, gerne.
Und ich mache einen Salat. Hilfst du mir?
Wann ist die Grillparty?
Um 7:30.
Perfekt. Ich komme um 4 aus der Arbeit, dann gehen wir zusammen einkaufen.
Prima. Also dann, bis heute Nachmittag.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Tschüss, Ella.
Tschüss.
Ciao. Möchtest du noch ein bisschen Tee, Ella?
Ja, bitte.
Du auch, Martin?
Nein, danke, wir beide müssen gleich los.
Oh, wir sind heute Abend auf einer Grillparty eingeladen.
Wo?
Bei Antonia und Markus.
Mit Carla und Robin?
Na klar.
Super.
Gehen wir hin?
Klar.
Was bringen wir mit?
Eine Flasche Wein?
Und ein Salat. Ich kann einen super Salat machen.
Gut.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen, Bea. Wir gehen heute Abend auf eine Grillparty. Kommst du mit?
Ja, gerne.
Und ich mache einen Salat. Hilfst du mir?
Wann ist die Grillparty?
Um 7:30.
Perfekt. Ich komme um 4 aus der Arbeit, dann gehen wir zusammen einkaufen.
Prima. Also dann, bis heute Nachmittag.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Tschüss, Ella.
Tschüss.
Ciao.
Okay, so what did you see? Did you understand what it is all about, or any thoughts around this video? No?
They were invited to that great party.
Yeah, they were invited to the grill party, and are they going?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, what are they taking with them?
Wine.
Salad.
Wine und Salat, sehr gut. And does Bia also joins the party or no?
Yes.
She would like to join the party. And at what time does she come back from work?
Evening.
In the evening, at what time? Did you listen to that? And what time is the grill party? She says 8. 8 is 8, right? So at 8 o'clock is a grill party. But Bia says, I'll come back at 4 o'clock and help you with the shopping, einkaufen, because the little girl is ready to make the salad. And there you can see like the children as early as 8, 9 years can make a salad. And you can also see how independent they are. They can pack their own snack. The mamas doesn't really pack any snack for them. After they are in grade 2 or grade 3, they pack their own snack. And they usually come in their Nachmittag. Nachmittag is afternoon. You all know it. Yeah, they come in the afternoon. The school closes around like 1:30 to 2 o'clock in the afternoons. And they come back home. Either they have food in the school and they come back, or they come back home and have food at home. Yeah. So this is one thing. So the other last one I would like you to look at is this bay. So tomorrow, on Friday, we are going to look at a very, very important grammatic topic. So I'll start with the topic as like some of you have classes after 11 o'clock. So it is good like I start with the grammar and then I will do all those like, kontrollieren und alles kann ein bisschen warten. So it can wait for some time and then we will do the grammatic topic initially. So Mario und Elena planen das Abendessen. Hören Sie und lesen Sie das Telefongespräch. Ergänzen Sie die Einkaufszettel. So Mario und Elena planen das Abendessen. They are planning for the evening food. Hören Sie und lesen Sie die Telefongespräch. The conversation is given right here. Ergänzen Sie die Einkaufszettel. Zettel means list. Einkauf means shopping. Shopping list. You need to write down what are all the things that they have that they need. Yeah. So you can write down either like what are the things they need. Like some small examples are given here under the picture. Käse, Öl. Käse is something we never know whether they want or they have. Öl. Öl is something they might need. It can be one list also. Yeah, whatever they need, you can just write it down. So we can just see this and then close off our
Aufgabe 6b.
Close off today's session. Yeah?
Aufgabe 6b.
Wir machen den Salat und kaufen die Getränke. Und Katrin und Lukas kaufen das Fleisch und die Würstchen.
Okay, was brauchen wir denn noch für den Salat? Haben wir alles?
Moment. Karotten, Salz und Essig haben wir. Wir brauchen Tomaten, Oliven, Öl, eine Gurke und Getränke. Ach, und ein Stück Käse. Wir haben keinen Käse mehr.
Gut. Ich gehe zum Markt und kaufe das Öl, die Tomaten, die Gurke und die Oliven. Und ein Brot nehme ich auch mit.
Prima. Ich kaufe den Käse und die Getränke im Supermarkt.
Und dann essen wir ein Eis im Valentino.
Ja, das ist eine gute Idee. Also dann, bis gleich.
Aufgabe 6b.
Wir machen den Salat und kaufen die Getränke. Und Katrin und Lukas kaufen das Fleisch und die Würstchen.
Okay, was brauchen wir denn noch für den Salat? Haben wir alles?
Moment. Karotten, Salz und Essig haben wir. Wir brauchen Tomaten, Oliven, Öl, eine Gurke und Getränke. Ach, und ein Stück Käse. Wir haben keinen Käse mehr.
Gut. Ich gehe zum Markt und kaufe das Öl, die Tomaten, die Gurke und die Oliven. Und ein Brot nehme ich auch mit.
Prima. Ich kaufe den Käse und die Getränke im Supermarkt.
Und dann essen wir ein Eis im Valentino.
Ja, das ist eine gute Idee. Also dann, bis gleich.
Aufgabe 6.
Yeah. So, what are all the things that they need? You can see it in the list, isn't it? Karotten, Salz, Essig. What are the words you know? What are the words you don't know here? Karotten? Do you know what's karotten? Karotten? Carrots, right? Salz?
Salt.
Good. Essig is nothing but vinegar. And this essig is also something that we use for the salad. And haben wir is what they mean, like they already have it. Wir brauchen Tomaten, Oliven, Öl, eine Gurke und Getränke. Wir brauchen. Brauchen is a verb which means to, like need. We need. So they don't have tomaten. Yeah, tomatoes, oliven, olives, Öl. What's Öl? Something very similar to English.
Oil.
Oil. Eine Gurke. Gurke is Gurke or Gurke, it means cucumber. And Getränke. Getränke, anyone? Any drinks, like it could be juice or it could be essence or anything. Getränke could be cola, it could be carbonated or it is fresh juice or it could be alcohol. So any Getränke, Getränke means drinks. Yeah. Und ein Stück Käse. Wir haben keinen Käse mehr. It is Der Käse. Remember, it's even though it ends with the E, it is der Käse, so keinen Käse mehr. Good, ich gehe zum Markt. So she says, I will go to the market to buy Öl, die Tomaten, die Gurke und die Oliven. I think these are two lists that each one of them are buying. It is she buys oil, tomatoes, cucumber, and olives, and she also buys a little bit of bread. So prima, very good. Then I will buy Käse und die Getränke in Supermarkt. Means the cheese and the drinks I will buy for the evening. That's what it means. So on Friday, what we are going to do is a very important topic. But I would like you to really come a little prepared for Friday. What is your preparation is very simple. I would like you to really look into the topics. Please write it down, otherwise, definitely you might forget. Direct object, indirect object in English. What do you mean by a direct object? What do you mean by an indirect object? I want you to, in case if you don't have any English dictionaries or anything, don't worry, you can just look into the Google and find out the answer. But I want you to come prepared with your mindset about direct objects and indirect objects. Yeah, is that clear? Yeah, so once we do that, a very important topic is up to our, like, at our service, it's really waiting. So once we do that, then it becomes much, much more easier for all of you to really write a long sentence and also use many verbs in the right way. Okay, so any questions, any sharings? Siddharth, are you there today? Last week I could see your name, but you were not there.
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you go? We were searching for you. We sent a team of people to your house. Seriously, did they come or no? No?
My friends were here, so they were disturbing me. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so any other questions? Where is Yatarth? What happened to him? Sai, tell us.
Don't know, ma'am.
Don't know, ma'am. Okay. So next week, like of course, you can really look into the direct indirect objects and come back for a very, very important lesson on Friday. And those who are not able to attend, maybe definitely I can just ask Swatini to send you the video of it. Okay? That's all. And was noch? Is there anything that I need to know? Any sharings? And just whenever you eat something, just have this curiosity of what could that be in German. Whenever you eat anything, okay? I was just having this, I don't know, how do you call the fried gram dal? In Tamil, we call it as pottukadale. That we put in tenga chutney, no? That coconut chutney. That I was thinking, what there could be this in German. I don't know. I have to find out. So have the small curiosity about what could that mean in German. So it really sends you to find out more words, more vocabularies. Yeah? Okay, you can all switch on your video for some time and say bye and say like you can also share in case if you want to have anything to share with, or you can just say a bye and leave.
Yes, ma'am.
Choose Ajay. Next time when you come to that class, you can log in at 5 next Wednesdays.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah? Okay. Okay,
Yes,
see
ma'am.
you then. Choose Sai. When are you leaving, Sai?
Don't know, ma'am.
Why?
Technical problems that I have not attended a review
Oh,
because
you are
of this
still not okay. Only the Yatarth has done his interview. Is that?
problem. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So actually, we both were working on your documents, no? Okay, fine. Don't worry, it'll all happen soon.
We go to Chennai or Bangalore for spending in the
Mm, I know.
the problem.
Chennai is worst. Bangalore is much worse. It's really rainy at times. It's better that you finish everything because the rains are very going to be very bad this year, is what they say. Hyderabad, have you seen how Hyderabad is now? It's flooding everywhere. So much of rains this year. Okay, see you and bye. Choose. Sai. Atul, I'll be definitely missing you the next class. So you can finish 1 hour and then join them.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. See
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Choose. Best Freitag.
Choose, ma'am.
Choose Siddharth.
Yes, ma'am.
Choose.
Choose.
Yes, ma'am.
Choose.
Choose,
Choose
ma'am.
Juhi. It's nice to see you after a long time, Juhi. Choose. You are on mute.
Sorry.
No problem. Where are you, Juhi?
I'm not home actually. I
No, no, no.
have.
I mean, you are in Kerala, right? Still?
Yeah, Kerala, Kozhikode.
And you have sought admissions already, or you are still in the process of getting your admissions?
I had an interview and I passed, but I am waiting for the visa interview.
Ah, okay, fine.
Yeah,
Okay, all the best. See you on
thank
Friday.
you.
Cheers.
Yeah, bye.